Thank you. Good evening. Welcome. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all. Good evening. Good evening, all. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you for coming on. Ẹ ṣé o. Ẹ gbọ́ ìpè mi tẹ́ wá. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ o. Thank you. Ẹ ṣé o. Mo dúpẹ́ o, everyone. Ẹ káalẹ́ o. Good evening. Good evening, Mrs. Adeola, Adebayo, Joseph, Daniela, Remi Alabi, Prince Ajewole, Olúwaṣeun. Ẹ ṣé o. Mo dúpẹ́ gan ni o. Ẹ ṣé máa ní ó dẹ̀ wá ń di pé can am I audible? Can you hear me? Ẹ káalẹ́ o. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I thank you for coming. I just mo rí mo rí pé supersonic judgment, supersonic case ni case wa. I received this, and the speed at which the thing was the order was granted, the judge was found, everything. Alarming gan ni. It is very shocking. Now, what I want to do this evening is to read out the case itself. Hopefully, àwọn ọ̀mọ̀ràn, because ó ti wá ju agbára èyí tá à ń sọ pé kéèyàn ó ti di nǹkan míì. It has become something else entirely. When this matter started jokingly ní 2020, every single threat tí mo get from my ex, every single threat ó ti come to pass bí eré bí àwàdà. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń sọ pé nǹkan tóun máa ṣe leléyìí á ṣe. And I want to note something. Anytime tí ó bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀, or tẹ́ bá rí tó quiet, nǹkan tó ń plot ò dáa rárá. Ó ti mú ọ̀rọ̀ náà lókùnkúndùn. What I'm begging for now, what I'm pleading for, is for people to, because ẹsẹ̀ ni gbogbo nǹkan Nàìjíríà. So kó má fọwọ́ ọlá kó wá fi gbá mi lójú. This is obviously a trap, because mo máa ka gbogbo kinní yẹn sìn, because tí mi bá kà kò ní yé everyone involved pé bó ṣe lọ leléyìí. And I would now I've pasted my line, and I will still call it out again and paste it again. Àwọn èèyàn tó bá mọ law, because mo mọ̀ pé nobody has monopoly of knowledge. Àwọn kan máa wà ibi tí àwọn amúni wà, ibẹ̀ ni àwọn agbani náà máa wà láyé yìí. So kó má kàn fi ọwọ́ ọlá gbá mi lójú, kó má kàn fìyà jẹ mí gbé. mo wò pé no, I have to cry out because mo try láti wo rationale behind the gbogbo count tí wọ́n kọ lẹ̀ after, especially after in the same document tí wọ́n ti sọ wípé tó ti kọ síbẹ̀ pé èmi àtòun we were previously married. So why would these criminal counts, why would they occur again? Ṣó I mean kò yé mi, ṣó ó ń try láti sọ pé mi ò mọ̀gbà tí àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ọmọ yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ ni, or I don't understand. So this is why I'm out. This is why I'm out. Please. So I will start. I will read it, and my lines are already opened. Anybody to affect me, even while I'm reading, I don't mind. Eléyìí ti ju nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ bò mọ́ abẹ́ aṣọ kí n máa kí n máa kí n máa wò pé á dáadáa àbí kí n máa feel pé bóyá agbára mi ka kí n má parọ́. Ó ti ju nǹkan téèyàn ń rò lọ. Because nǹkan tèmi mọ̀ ni wípé tí ọ̀rọ̀ custody ọmọ tó bá wà ní nǹkan tí nílẹ̀, it has to go to the family court. It is the family court. Èmi ti gbé lọ sí family court pé ká jókòó ká sọ̀rọ̀ custody àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀. I am on worldwide telly now or whatever, or online. I'm online now. I have never one day said, do not get in touch with your children. He has never once called me to say, I want to talk to these children, or I want to know what is going on with these children. Yeah, I haven't received a message. I haven't received a call. Nothing. So, kí wá ló wá fa criminal matter? Kí ló gbọ́rọ̀ ìdè criminal court? Kí ló gbọ́rọ̀ ìdè criminal court? Ìyẹn ni mi tí understand. A lot of people, lẹ́yìn tí mo post the earlier kíní yẹn láàárọ̀ yìí, have gotten in touch with me. I have called some people. They have given me some heads on, which I have communicated to my lawyer, and hopefully we will, I will, àná àlè mọ bóun ṣe máa counter it, because eléyìí tí wàá di nǹkan mi. There is no other reason than the fact that ẹni yìí fẹ́ rán mi lọ sí ẹ̀wọ̀n. Kò sí nǹkan, ó kàn fẹ́ fi ọwọ́ ọlá ó fẹ́ fi gbá mi lójú, ó fẹ́ fi ọ̀tá mi ṣẹ̀sín, ó fẹ́ ṣàṣe nǹkan àìdá yẹn ṣáà ni, àìdá yìí náà ni kó ṣáà continue láti máa ṣe àìdá yìí náà ni. Olórí pé kí ni mo ṣe fún ẹ? Gbogbo ẹjọ́ tó ń rò wípé mo ṣe, èmi ò mọ bí yẹn ṣe wá wàrántì nǹkan tó le tó yìí, tó wá decide pé àfi kí gbogbo nǹkan bàjẹ́, káyé fọ́, kí everywhere bàjẹ́, kí things just go. And I want to say something again here kí n tó continue láti máa ka kíní. Everybody tó ń feel pé bóyá ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ọ̀rọ̀ ilé ni. Mo fẹ́ tún reiterate, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ò ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ ilé. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kò ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ pé a fẹ́ lọ lé lọ settle ẹ̀, ó ti kọjá yẹn. And another thing I want to remind ni pé mi ò ever wá sórí social media. Òun ló gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yìí wá sí orí social media, because everyone, àwọn kan ṣá, not everyone, I'm sorry to use that word, people seem to keep forgetting pé èmi kọ́ ni mo gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yìí wá sórí social media. It is just that mi ò ní la ojú mi sílẹ̀, mi ò ní dákẹ́ kó bà mí láyé jẹ́, kó wá fi antecedent burúkú sílẹ̀ fún àwọn ọmọ ní ọjọ́ ọ̀la. Kò sí nǹkan kan tó wà hidden. I have bared it all. Mi ò ní anything tí mo fi pamọ́ mọ́. Bí mo ṣe wà yìí, mi ò ní nǹkan kan tó jẹ́ secret mọ́, because everything that used to be my fear, wọ́n ti bá mi tì síta, so èmi fúnra mi sìn mo ò ní secret mọ́. Anybody má fi pé àṣírí kan wà, tí àṣírí mi bá ti wà lọ́wọ́ anybody they are free to say it. Ó ti dé stage yẹn in my life. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ń bẹ̀ mí, tó ń bà mí lẹ́rù, ó ti wà, gbogbo nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ bò, tí mo ń pọ́n, tí mo ń gẹ́gẹ́gẹ́, tí mo ń hide, gbogbo ẹ̀ ti wà out in the open. So there's nothing again tí mo fẹ́ sọ pé ó mú mi lára, ó jẹ́ kí n máa, nothing. That is the truth, nothing. Èèyàn gbé ojú ọmọ mi, orúkọ tó lóun ò jẹ́ mọ́, ó kọ síbẹ̀, ó kọ new name ẹ̀, ó gbójú ẹ̀ síta anywhere in the world, ó ló wà on the run. On the run from who? From where? For what? Just pé anything concerned, associated to me must be brought down. Èmi ò rí eléyìí o. Àwọn èèyàn tó lọ adopt ọmọ tí wọ́n tiẹ̀ mọ anything pa wọn gan ní motherless babies o, wọ́n wà láyé o. Kò sẹ́ni tó hunt wọn tó tó yìí o. Kò sẹ́ni tó ní o àfikáyé wọn dojúrú. Kò sẹ́ni tó ní àfikún kan kú. And there's something else tí mo tún fẹ́ mention lọ́jọ́ tèmi, which I don't want to deviate. I want to read this now. I want to read this because what I know ni wípé this man will not stop. Something has to stop him by force. Either the law courts or kó kàn ṣera ẹ̀ pa. Tí nǹkan ò bá ṣẹlẹ̀, he will never ever stop. First wife ẹ̀ tó bí ọ̀hún, first 2 children ẹ̀ fún. They divorced or separated, I don't know. They left each other since year 2002 or 2003 or something like that. Màá wá ka lẹ́tà tó sì kọ sí woman yẹn àti family ẹ̀ ní 2019. Despite the fact that this woman left the children for him. Despite the fact pé ó jí àwọn ọmọ yẹn náà gbé. Ó lọ jí wọn gbé. Despite pé ó lọ jí wọn gbé. Yet ó tún ṣì torment woman yẹn títí di 2019 tèmi àti ẹ̀ tí mi ò rí gbogbo kinní mọ́. And I'm almost positive pé lọ́jọ́ tèmi ó ṣì máa torment woman yẹn. So there's nothing like ọ̀rọ̀ ti parí. Ọ̀rọ̀ ò lè parí with a person like this. So I will start now before I talk out of context. It says, this is in the Chief Magistrate Court, Federal FCT. Now, between Emmanuel Ayodeji, blah, and Janet Olufafunsho, blah. Upon hearing, Motika, let me just go on. Upon hearing the application made by the complainant / applicant counsel praying this honorable court for an order to serve the defendant direct criminal summons. And number 1, an order of this honorable court granting leave to issue and serve the criminal summons and other processes in this street on the defendant at Lagos State outside the jurisdiction of the honorable court. So now, wọ́n wá mú gbogbo means tí wọ́n fi lè serve me by my sister's house, my address, and then my WhatsApp and social media, whatever, wọ́n dẹ̀ ti serve me now. Now, this is, I want to go into the case itself. Criminal complaints. This is where it starts to, brought pursuant to section 88 bracket 1 and 89 bracket 3 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015, Section 27, bracket 1 and 2, 47 of the Child Rights Act 2003, sections 4, 5, 12, 13, 18 of the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act 2015 and Penal Code Cap 345 LFN 1990 applicable to FCT. Now, the complainant in this matter is a businessman resident in Nigeria and Ireland. Number 2, the complainant got married to the defendant in August 2007, and the marriage was pronounced dissolved on the 6th day of April 27 on grounds of adultery committed by the defendant, which is not true. This is not true. He is the applicant and the defendant. Òun ló ṣe gbogbo form yẹn from beginning till end. He started this thing, and there was a reason for that, which I think I have addressed in previous shows me. Now, it was after the defendant had used the complainant's status as British citizen and also the fact of the marriage to the complainant to secure British citizenship that the defendant, through her words and actions, made it to dawn on the complainant that from the very beginning, the defendant's main aim of and scheme in contracting marriage with the complainant was firstly to use the complainant's British passport to secure British citizenship for herself, the defendant, and secondly, to get a large chunk of the properties the complainant acquired in Nigeria, United Kingdom, and other countries before his marriage to the defendant. Let me understand though. I don't understand. Kini ẹjọ ṣé Dèjì Ògúngbè ni Queen Elizabeth ni ṣé wọ́n ló ní Britain ni, because mi mọ bí British citizenship yìí ṣe jẹ́ issue. Are you the owner of Britain tó fi jẹ́ pé British citizenship yìí ó gbé sórí bí ìgbà tẹ́ pé ó àbí kí ló wà ń bẹ̀? Ṣé wọ́n lo issue ẹ̀ ni? After all, even gbé àwọn àìmọye èèyàn tó fẹ́ British citizen tí ò dẹ̀ kí n ṣe British citizen nígbà tí mo fẹ́. You were not a British citizen when I married you. HSNP like gbogbo wa jọ wà lórí ẹ̀. So why are you saying pé wọ́n fẹ́ nítorí British citizenship? I don't understand. You are not. British citizenship is just like a year older than me or a couple of months. So why are you calling yourself a British citizen? Nígbà tí mo fẹ́ mi ò mọ̀ ẹ́ as a British citizen now, for God's sake. British citizenship yìí mà ti wá di nǹkan kẹ̀ kí ló ń wá ilé tó yìí lórí ẹ̀? Are you the only person tó ever ní British citizenship ni? Tó jọ ẹ́ lójú tó yìí? Ó mà jọ ẹ́ lójú o. Upon securing the British citizenship with the help of the marriage to the complainant, big lie, you were not a citizen when I married you, Dèjì Ògúngbè. HSNP lájọ wà lórí ẹ̀, àjọ ní resident permit ni. You were not a British citizen when I married you. So ṣó ti rí pé àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ kò wọlé, kò tálì. You are just talking things out of okùn sọ nǹkan tó lè defend. Ṣé bí wàá dẹ̀ lọ gbé British citizenship ẹ wá màá dẹ̀ gbé tèmi wá wọ́n á rí i pé just a few months síra wọn lájọ gba British citizenship. So you are not, mi ò ti torí British citizenship fẹ́ ẹ mo torí mo fẹ́ lọ sílé ọkọ ni. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kéèyàn fi desperation lọ lé ọkọ. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kéèyàn lọ àṣìgbé, àṣìyàn, àṣìmú. Orí ìyá mi o. Báwo ni mo ṣe rin ìrìn náà pàdé ẹ̀ náà? Báwo irú ìrìnkúrìn wo ni mo rìn pàdé ẹ̀? Irú ìrìn òṣì wo, ìrìn wo ni mo pàdé ẹ̀? Irú ìrìn wo ni mo rìn dọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀? Irú ìrìn wo ni? Bó ṣe ń sọ petty, how petty can you get? Pettiness yìí ó wà over the moon. Your pettiness is beyond In fact, àwọn ọmọ 10 years if wọ́n mi no pọn máa sọ dash rubbish yamayama talk jati ọ̀rọ̀ bí tó ń sọ yìí. Upon securing the British citizen with the help of the marriage to the complainant, the defendant started devising various schemes and plans not to just exit the marriage with the complainant, but to exit with a huge payout from the complainant and or large chunk of the complainant's property. Property wo lo ní? Property wo lo ní Dèjì Ògúngbè ńgbà mo mọ̀ ẹ́? Property yẹn lọ mú jáde. O ní jack. Every single thing we acquired them together. Every single property we both acquired them. So and if you remember vividly, at the outset of this thing, mo ní máa kó lọ. Ojú ọ̀run tó ń wò yìí, ó tọ́ ẹyẹ fò. Ọ̀run tó wà lókè yìí, ó gbẹ gbogbo aṣọ. Mo ní máa kó lọ, máa kó gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ. Àbí nǹkan tí mo sọ nìyẹn, mo ní máa kó lọ. Ṣáàfin mi lẹ̀ kí n wà láyé fáwọn ọmọ mi. Máa kó property tó jọ ẹ́ lójú, very greedy. Máa kó lọ. Is that not what I told you? Ó dẹ̀ gbé sórí wọ́n fẹ́ gba property wo lo ní? Kí ni nǹkan náà? Àwọn pàǹtí ẹ̀wà náà dà. Property náà dà, for God's sake. Ní nǹkan táwọn ọmọ 21, 24, 23. Ṣé o nílé sí Banana Island ni? Ṣé o nílé sí New York ni? Ṣé o nílé sí Alaska ni? Àbí àwọn èèyàn ṣáà wà ní ayé yìí. Àwọn ìlú kan ọ̀rẹ́ òye mi. Ṣé o nílé sí Àsọkòrò ni? Ṣé o nílé sí Maitama ni? Àbí kí ló ń sọ gan tójú òtí ẹ̀ rírí gan? Kí ló ń pọ́nlé gan? Kí ló gbé sórí? Kí ló wá? Kí ló jọ ẹ́ lójú? Ọmọ ojú ọ̀rọ̀ lárí. Ọmọ ojú ọ̀rọ̀ lárí lásán ni ẹ́. Mi mọ nǹkan tó sọ pé o ní o. Èmi ò rí nǹkan náà. Mo wá títí mi ò rí. Mo ní o máa kó lọ. Àbí nǹkan tí mo sọ kọ́ yẹn ni? Kó tó gbógun. The defendant started demanding and insisting that the complainant should change the documents of ownership of his properties, particularly real estate properties, to include her, the defendant's name, in form of joint ownership. Inú mi dùn tó sọ yẹn. Inú mi dùn tó kọ yẹn síbẹ̀. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ṣé ọkọ àti ìyàwó ń ṣe joint owners the property ni? Property tó fojú mi tí àjọ lọ rà. A máa kọrúkọ ara wa sí orí bóyá ara lẹ̀. Akọrúkọ Emmanuel and Funsho. Mi ò tiẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ jórúkọ yẹn mọ́ná. Akọ. The next thing, tí wọ́n bá máa fi gbé abíyá sí ọ̀fọ̀ jáde, orúkọ á ti change. Ọ̀dàlẹ̀ á ti change orúkọ. Property tí a máa jọ rà á jọ lọ ọbẹ̀ báyìí ni. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ o, a fẹ́ ra alẹ̀ o, a dẹ̀ ra alẹ̀ tán. A dẹ̀ kọ orúkọ wa sí pé Mr and Mrs o, Mrs Ovuleria. A dẹ̀ kọ orúkọ wa sí tán. The next thing, ẹ lọ ṣe deed of assignment, ẹ lọ ṣe gbá, ẹ lọ ṣàwò. The next thing báyìí, a ti kọ orúkọ ara ẹ̀ sí, á lóun nìkan lòun ní. The complainant refused the defendant's request of change of ownership of the properties, and the marriage eventually fell apart. The children named àwọn ibeji were conceived with an ovary of a surrogate, which was fertilized with the semen of the complainant and implanted in the womb of a surrogate mother. The children were conceived to term. The children were conceived, carried to term in the womb, and given birth to through surrogates, as the defendant never conceived or got pregnant throughout the duration of the 15 years the complainant knew the defendant. Another lie. Another big lie. I will go to that now. ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mi mọ̀ mo sorry gan, I'm very sorry. A lot of people ti yẹra fún mi nígbà tọ́rọ̀ yìí ti bẹ̀rẹ̀, but there are people tó wà alive tí wọ́n witness àwọn events kankan. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan wà tí mo bá gbé, no, I'm not sure she would want me to mention her name or want me to call her. Nígbà tí à ń kọ́ ilé Adéyẹmí yẹn tá à ń gbé ilé òkè sókè, this is 2012. I actually got pregnant. This is something that happened. Tí mo fẹ́ ṣàlàyé, I actually got pregnant. I went to one hospital ní is Ilasa. There's one clinic tọ́rẹ́ mi kan recommend. So doctor yẹn, there's a type of treatment tí doctor yẹn recommend. Ó ṣáà wá, mo ṣáà ṣe treatment yẹn, mo dẹ̀ get agbo kí ló ń jẹ́ agbo téèyàn ò gbọ́dọ̀ fojú rí báyìí. Àwọn kan míì tó jẹ́ pé tẹ́nibọ̀dì bá gbóòórùn ẹ̀ báyìí ẹlòmíì lè faint. Máa gbé mu lórí ọ̀rọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ iná ni. Anyway, alẹ́ mo ti lóyún. Máa já mi o Dèjì Ògúngbè torí mo mọ̀ pé òun gbọ́ tó bá jẹ́ irọ́ ni mo pa. Ó wá ọgbà yẹn mi jókòó sékòó, mò ń kọ́ ilé lọ́wọ́. Mo ní ṣọ́ọ̀bù sí Àbújá, mo fi ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ mi síbẹ̀. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ rí omi tí bá parọ́ mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ sọ lálẹ́ yìí, tí bá parọ́ ìyà tó bá tọ́ ni k'Ọlọ́run fi jẹ mí. Mo fi ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ mi sí ṣọ́ọ̀bù pẹ̀lú àbúrò Dèjì, cause nephew ẹ̀, ọmọ senior sister ẹ̀. Mo fà àwọn méjèèjì sílé pẹ̀lú ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ mi. Ọmọ Gombe lọmọ náà, Christy lorúkọ ẹ̀. Christy a lọ ṣọ́ọ̀bù, a wálé, a dáná, a tún lè ṣe, a ṣègbè. Máa máa pè lójoojúmọ́. Ibi tí mo máa ń tọ̀tọ̀ pín nǹkan dé, máa máa pè oúnjẹ báyìí ni kò ṣe o, nǹkan báyìí ni kò ṣe o, àdẹ̀rọ̀rá ń ṣayé lọ. Òun náà every weekend a wá bá mi lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Because I'm calling yẹn, ó dẹ̀ take a bit of time. So I was in Lagos for a long time. Mo dẹ̀ wà nílé ọ̀rẹ́ mi. Ẹni tí mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ tó bá mọra ẹ̀, tó bá fẹ́ calling kó járọ̀ mi, màá appreciate it. But tó bá fẹ́ calling, I respect your privacy. I won't say anything. But this particular nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ yìí, please just já mi nírọ́. So I got pregnant. We now started celebrating. Ó tiẹ̀ ti advance. Oyún yẹn ti advance. Ó ti ń lọ bí kò advance but ó ti lé ní 2 months plus. Ó ti fẹ́ lọ pé 3 months. That's 2012. So ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ ó wá pè mí jọ́ kan. Ó ní, "Mommy, I want to go to my village. My daddy is sick." Mo ní ó dáa. Kó bá mi gbé lọ sí park. Wọ́n dẹ̀ gbọ́mọ yẹn lọ sí park. Mo ní ṣe àkáǹtì fún àbúrò Dèjì tó ń gbélé o, ó lóun ti ṣàkáǹtì fún. So mo wá ní kí yẹn kó send account, kó lọ scan account book yẹn sí mi ní orí internet. Ìgbà yẹn kò tí ì yà pàpàpà báyìí. Ó lọ scan yẹn, ó send ẹ̀ sí mi. Mo wá pe ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi yẹn well, I haven't been in touch with her for a while too. But a jọ ní shop sí àdúgbò yẹn náà ni. Òun náà ní shop, ó ń taṣọ. Mo ní jọ̀ọ́ bá mi lọ wo inú shop, bá mi lọ ṣe account, kó bá mi wo àwọn nǹkan tó dín. So ó wá lọ ṣe account yẹn. Ó wá ní ìgbà yẹn èmi àti ọ̀rẹ́ mi àjọ máa ń gba aṣọ ní London. Àjọ máa ń lọ Liverpool Street, àjọ máa kó suits nǹkan. Particularly ó ní àwọn suits kan tó ń move ní period yẹn. And I really bought all the sizes. I had so many of it. So ọ̀rẹ́ mi yẹn náà wá ń gbà ń bẹ̀, ó ń lọ bọ̀. Ó wá ní suit yìí ta rà yìí, ìyẹn tóun ò tẹ̀ tí rí any other thing. Owó suit yìí ò tí ì pé. Suit yẹn ó ti ń kú bí owó bí 5 àbí 6. Nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. N bá ní suit 5 lọ́hùn 6 lọ́hùn. No. N bá pe ọmọ yẹn nílùú ẹ̀. N bá ní, "Christy, when are you coming back?" Because mi ò fẹ́ tètè fún lára pé mo ti ń feel pé ó ń jalè. Mo ní, "Christy, when are you coming back?" Ló bá ní next tomorrow. Mo ní, "Christy, let them come and carry you ló bá ní no òun ò gbà mo ṣàrí pé ọmọ yẹn ń du ó ń ta oúnjẹ pé mo bá ní ìgbà tí mo wá kálá mo bá ní Kristi tó bá san send owó mi sí mi ọjà mi tó ta I will get you arrested. She now said, Mommy, I didn't steal your money. Every single money, I've given it to your brother-in-law. Bá ní ó dáa. Mo wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí halẹ̀ mọ́ àbúrò Dèjì tó ń bá wa gbé yẹn pé owó mi ó gbọ́dọ̀ pé lénìí kọ̀ọ̀kan. So mo wá ń wò pé mi ní pẹ́ wálé mọ́, mo wá ń wò pé kí n pé ọmọ yẹn pé ó ti wá ń lọ bí ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì. Mo ní Kristi, why are you not coming back? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ó ní alẹ́ ẹjọ́ tí mò ń sọ this fateful night I cried my eyes out. Ó ní why are you not coming? Mo ní Kristi, when are you coming back? When are you coming? Mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pestile. Mo wá pe ẹni tó mú wá. Mo wá sọ fún yẹn pé tí ọmọ yìí ò bá padà wá kó wá yanjú ọ̀rọ̀ owó ọjà mi, mo máa fọlọ́pàá wá gbé ní Gombe tó wà yẹn. Bí yẹn ṣe ní madam, it's not like that. It's not like that. Madam, don't talk like that. It's not, the girl didn't steal your money. The girl has eyes don't see. The eye don't see. Mo bá ní kí ló ṣe, kí ló dé, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Mo bá pè, mi wá threaten him mo. Mo ní Kristi, you know how me and you dey. Kristi, wetin happen? Anything, tell me. I'm ready to listen. I'm ready to forgive you. Anything. Ló bá ní, mommy, daddy and ìfẹ́ dárúkọ ẹ̀ but kò ní choice. Bisi and daddy every day they sleep with me. Daddy and Bisi they sleep with me every day. Cherry, ibi tí kìíní ìdún lọ́kàn mi dé, ibi tó bà ọkàn mi jẹ́ dé, ibi tí mo ti sad, tí mo ti wà so hurt. Oyún yẹn jábọ́ níjọ́ kejì síjọ́ kẹta. So ìwọ lẹ́nu ń sìn láti máa kọ̀wé fún lọ́ọ̀yà irọ́ fún lọ́ọ̀yà pé mi ò lóyún rí. Ṣé mi tiẹ̀ bímọ rí ni? Nígbà tó tiẹ̀ sọ pé she never got pregnant kìíní kan. Ṣé mi ò bímọ rí ni? Ṣágàn ni mí ni. Òun àti Bísí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bọ́mọ yìí sùn nínú ilé tí sọmọ fi wò pé ayé òun máa bàjẹ́ síbí tóun ò bá sá lọ ló mú ọmọ yẹn tọmọ yẹn gbági. Wọ́n wá lanu ẹ̀ sìn lọ ẹnu ẹ̀. Wọ́n ní he never got pregnant in the 15 years. Of course I got pregnant and àwọn tí mò ń bá gbé gbà yẹn they can call in kọjá rọ mi bóyá mo lóyún bóyá mi ò lóyún gbogbo ayé ló tẹ̀ mọ̀ pé mo lóyún gbà yẹn. Even engineer tí mo pè ń jọ yẹn ó máa mọ̀ although ṣe pé mo announce fún but ó yẹ kó mọ̀ pé mo lóyún because ìgbà tí mo tóyún yẹn ti dúró mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe everything díẹ̀. So I mean this is the same man tó ń lanu ẹ̀ sìn tó ń kọ sílẹ̀ pé he never got pregnant. Big lie, mo lóyún rí. Ìwọ iná ìṣe ló dé ẹ̀bẹ̀ mi jọ ló lọ́mọ yẹn o irọ́ ló ń pa o irọ́ ni o tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sunkún tó ń jùbọ̀ gidigidi láti Àbújá ó dé Èkó ọmọ ìfẹ́ dalé wa rú ni o tó fẹ́ bá òun wa jẹ́ ni o ẹjọ́ kí n ti mọ̀ pé rọ́kọ́ ẹ mọ̀ pé some part of you will be wishing it's a lie for real. One part of you will be there thinking it must be a lie, it cannot be true. But now I know it's the truth. Let's go on. After the birth of the children, the complainants applied for British passport. Sherry, a silent way. Láti rọra sọ̀rọ̀, ó sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé mi ò sí ńbẹ̀ nígbà tí wọ́n bí àwọn ọmọ yẹn. Rọra silently after the birth of the children. When the complainant applied for British passport for the children, British passport yìí sọnù yìí náà ni. Òun náà ló gbé sórí. Same could not be processed and obtained because the defendants, then the complainant's wife, did not have and could not provide a matching DNA requested by the British Passport Office for processing the said passport for the children. Because of lack of matching DNA from the defendant, the complainant could not process and obtain a British passport for the children, who ordinarily are supposed to be entitled to automatic British citizenship as supposed children of the marriage. Ẹ wo bó ṣe rọra coin ní mọ nǹkan tó ń sọ, you are just talking everywhere, you are everywhere, you are all over the place. Ìwọ iná ló ní ìwọ ló apply, so nígbà tó fẹ́ apply ó ṣe apply kó ti sọ fún wọn nígbà yẹn pé tọ̀ ẹ má ṣe bó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ bó ṣe ń sọ yẹn o, ẹ ṣe bákan o. Anyway, in the month of January 2017, the defendant. Hello, sorry, mi mọ nǹkan tó dé, network mi lọ temporarily. In the month of January 2017, the defendant abandoned the children, who were then just 7 months old, in Nigeria and traveled to United Kingdom to go and be with one of our adulterous partners going by alias Gaddafi. Ewúrọ́. Ṣé irọ́ ò tiẹ̀ kì í sú àgbàlagbà? Àgbàlagbà máa parọ́. Irọ́ burúkú burúkú. Kí ló dé? Báwo ni àgbàlagbà ṣe máa pa wọn rọ́ báyìí? 2017. Kó o tẹ̀ kí kí àgbéyà o fẹ́ sọ nǹkan tó make sense. Tó bá ṣàti fẹ́ score points, wàá lọ manufacture story. Oh, lo kọ story fún Nollywood now. You are just wasting your talent. Èmi lẹ́yìn yẹn, okay, I don't even know what to say. So 2017 ni mo abandon àwọn ọmọ ní nǹkan tó yẹ pé London ni mo kọrí sí. London ni mo kọrí sí tí mo wá ń tọ́jú ẹ nígbà tó wà ní dùbúlẹ̀ àìsàn. When you were in depression, serious one, tó yẹ pé orí couch ló máa wà fún 3 days tó máa tọ̀ sínú ìgò coke tó ò ní dìde débi tó máa fọnú, débi tó máa inú ìgò coke báyìí ló máa tọ̀ tí ló máa gbé sílẹ̀ lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ẹ̀bẹ̀. Ìwọ iná ni mo kúrò nílé, mo dúró káwọn ọmọ yẹn ní 2017, they were 1 year old already. Mo dẹ̀ ní sùúrù, mo ní káwọn ọmọ yìí tẹ̀ pé 1. Ó ti wà ní London all this while. Ó ti wà ní London all this while. Ó ti wà lórí ìdùbúlẹ̀ àìsàn tí depression ti mú ẹ mọ́bẹ̀. Tí mo dẹ̀ jókòó tì ẹ́, tí mo ń tọ́ ẹ, tí mo ń tọ́jú ẹ, tí mo make sure pé o come out of that depression. Ìyẹn ló wá sọ ń sìn pé mo gbọ́mọlẹ̀ ní 2017. Ní nǹkan tó yẹ pé ìwọ gangan náà ni mo wá tọ́jú. Imú níkà, imú oníkà, imú oníkà, kò jẹ́ ká gbóòórùn àṣebí. Due to the defendant's adulterous relationship with several men, some of whom are drug addicts and alcoholics, the defendant's abandonment of her maternal duties towards the children, the complainant filed for divorce. So, mo ní several adulterous relationship. Kò yé mi, I don't understand. So, lẹ́yìn tí mo ti ní several, kì í tẹ́ ń ṣe 1 or 2 o. Several men, some of who are drug addicts and alcoholics. Ẹ̀yẹn ló wá gbà mí padà, táwa jọ tún padà sí island. Lẹ́yìn tí tó ti rí gbogbo ìyẹn tán, ló ṣe tún wá ní ó yá máa bọ̀. Àwa tún wá jọ kọ́ àwọn ọmọ torí in fact, Mr. Deji, not ti yọnu ọpọlọ yín. After the divorce, okay, any sùúrù o, ẹ jẹ́ nǹkan yẹn tán. Okay, Due to the defendant's adulterous relationship with several men, some of whom are drug addicts and alcoholics, the defendant's abandonment of her maternal duties towards the children, the complainant filed for divorce slash dissolution of the marriage with the defendant in the family court. And subsequently, the marriage was dissolved on grounds of defendant's adultery. Big lie. We all know. We all know. After the divorce, the defendant completely relinquished physical custody of the two children to the complainant, hearing and deposed to an affidavit to the effect on the 27th day of November 2017. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣó possible. Wọ́n relinquish pẹ̀lú affidavit pé mi ò fẹ́ ọmọ o, ẹ máa kó lọ. This man, you can lie for the world. Africa ti kéré jù. Okay, only after the divorce, due to intervention from family members, the parties herein decided to make attempts at working things out, and for that reason, they left London, UK, and Abuja, Nigeria, for Dublin, Ireland, to enable them have a fresh start. On the 13th day of July 2018, the complainant moved the defendant and the twin children to Dublin, Ireland, with the intention that the entire family, especially the children, will be there for at least 4 years, which duration will qualify them for Irish passports. Mo ti make up mind mi, ṣé mọ̀ yí pé ìgbà míì èèyàn fúnra rẹ̀ ò gbọ́dọ̀ fi ọwọ́ ara ẹ̀ ba nǹkan tó fi ọwọ́ ẹ̀ mọ̀ tí n bá kọ́lé mi ní fọwọ́ ara mi wò. So àwọn nǹkan kan wà tí mo máa ṣẹ́nu kù tí mi ní sọ torí táwọn ìbejì gangan kọ́ ló fi wá sí Ireland, ìwọ náà dẹ̀ mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. O mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé torí táwọn ìbejì kọ́ ló ṣe fi wá sí Ireland. O mọ reason tó fi wá sí Ireland Èjògúngbè. O mọ reason náà. O mọ nǹkan tó tiẹ̀ dé Ireland. So má tiẹ̀ sọ rubbish kankan. Irọ́ ló ń pa. Ìgbà ìyà tó ń parọ́ ni ẹ́. Ẹ máa gbọ́ o. While at Ireland, the defendant, who had become a full drug addict and alcoholic, started introducing the children to controlled hard drugs at very young age. Ẹ gbà mí o, gbogbo ayé, ẹ gbọ́ o. Ẹ má wò mí ràn, ẹ wo nǹkan tẹ́ni yìí ń kọ sílẹ̀. Ẹ wo nǹkan tó ń kọ lẹ̀, ó lè mí introduce àwọn ọmọ sí hard drug at very young age. Kéèyàn máa sọ nǹkan báyìí jáde lẹ́nu. The defendant did for her own very selfish reasons and without any iota of regard for the physical, mental, psychological development and general well-being of the children. One of such controlled and hard drugs which the defendant started using on children at a time when they were barely 3 years include controlled drug that is often referred to as CBD oil. Ṣé ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn? Ṣé ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ o? Ó lè mí introduce ọmọ sí controlled drugs torí pé period yẹn mò ń lo CBD oil. Ó wá gbé ìgbà yẹn náà ara fún mi náà á máa wò go CBD oil yẹn báyìí ni á máa ní wọ́n kàn hemp sí lára very 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 kí ni kí n pè náà educated illiterate wọ́n ṣe máa ń pè wọ́n nìyẹn. Educated illiterate. So orí mi tí mò ń fún àwọn ọmọ ní controlled drugs ó dẹ̀ kígbe ó pọlọ́pàá sí mi wà lọ ń parọ́ ń bì báyìí bó ṣe ti ń wo go CBD oil ó ti ní hemp náà kọ sí lára mo ní this is not hemp per se, it is called CBD oil, it is an oil, it is CBD oil. Ìgò kan mo lè fọdún kan lò náà pé bóyá nǹkan kan ṣe mí àwọn èèyàn introduce ẹ̀ náà ni pé it's good and it was in vogue When at that period, ah, anyway, the defendant started feeding the children, particularly the boy, with psychotropic drugs, especially on school days, so as to make the child misbehave and to act weird in school. The motive of the defendant was to get the boy to be certified a disabled child so that the defendant will be considered as one taking care of disabled child, and as such, the defendant can be entitled to disability allowance of €1,000 monthly over the child until he is 18 years old. In fact, I don't know what to say. I don't understand anymore. So, ẹ jẹ́ kí n béèrè question o. O rí i pé on school days máa fún ọmọ ní psychotropic drugs kó ba lè misbehave ní school. Ó dẹ̀ jókòó síbẹ̀. Ó jókòó sílẹ̀ síbẹ̀. Ó jókòó síbẹ̀. O ò rò pé kó kégbe kó gbé ọlọ́pàá kó fọlọ́pàá mú mi. Wà á parọ́ ǹsìn. Níbo lo ti rí tí mo fún ọmọ ní CBD oil mu? I know CBD oil is harmless. But ibo lo ti rí mi tí mo fún ọmọ mu? Deji Ogungbe, why are you lying? Ṣé CBD oil náà ló ń kàrámọ̀ ẹ̀? Jọ àwọn lawyers tó ń bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe kínní, ṣé àwọn náà gbọ́n pa CBD oil rí ni? Because ọ̀rọ̀ CBD oil yìí ó wá fẹ́ máa dàbí nǹkan téèyàn ń ṣàbí CBD oil. Ẹ Google ẹ̀ náà. How is it a controlled drug? How? How? The defendant successfully induced the boy into disability status, and the defendant relied on the said status to apply for and receive child benefit claim payments from the Child Benefit Section Department of the Social Protection Department. Ó tiẹ̀ tún kọ orúkọ àwọn child benefit síbi, ó kọ àdírẹ́sì, ó kọ gbogbo ẹ̀, lẹ́tà gbá donogọ́ fat oníṣẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n ṣàlàyé o. Orí show yìí náà là ń bọ̀, because èèyàn ò lè máa pa irọ́ báyìí mọ́ mi kí n dákẹ́. Ayé àtijọ́ nìyẹn. Mi ní gbà kó parọ́ mọ́ mi. Mi ní gbà kó parọ́ mọ́ mi. Now, nípa ọ̀rọ̀ disability, mi ò ní ọmọ tó gba disability rí. There was nothing like disability ever. The only interventions tí ọmọ mi ọkùnrin ní was behavioral kìíní tó ń ṣe, which to the glory of God today is over. Ó ti tán nísìn, because èèyàn ó tètè ní intervention tó tètè ṣe nǹkan. Ìgbà tó wọn yẹn tún lọ gbé pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ l'Abuja, wọ́n tún continue láti máa fẹ́ mú kinní yẹn padà wá. So I will elaborate. Má dẹ̀ lọ mú date tí mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀, kò dẹ̀ sí everybody ló mọ̀ ní pé nílùú òyìnbó ọwọ́ obìnrin ni ọmọ wà. Obìnrin dẹ̀ ni ìjọba máa fún ní child benefit. Child benefit adẹ̀jọ́ ń pín ni. Tí n bá ti gba child benefit àwọn ọmọ, àjọ ń pín ni. So what are you talking about? Did I ever receive a dime of disability? Ọmọ mi ò ní ṣe disabled. Mi ì dẹ̀ ever gba kọ́bọ̀ lọ́wọ́ ìjọba rí pé mo fẹ́ gba disability allowance lórí ọmọ. Kò ṣẹlẹ̀ rí, because ọmọ òun ṣe disabled. He's normal. It is because he got undue exposure ló fi behave bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Ẹjọ́ ọpọlọ mélòó lọmọ kékeré ní? And it was one of the reasons tí mo ti wò pé ọmọ yìí ní ìdàtí kúrò ní environment ọkùnrin. So what is he talking about? Pé wọ́n fẹ́ gba disability 1,000. torí ẹ̀ lèèyàn ṣe máa sọ ọmọ ológo. Ah, ó kọjá calculative. This is not true. Make I clarify it. This isn't true in any way, shape or form. Ọmọ yìí kò ń ṣe ọmọ tó ní any form of disability. He's a wonderful boy. Very lovely, very wonderful, very loving. Kò ní anything to do with disability, and I never ever once collected any form of disability allowance. It is the normal owó tí child benefit tí wọ́n fún gbogbo ọmọ àgbáyé ní island lèmi náà gbà lórí. Mo dẹ̀ máa pín, a dẹ̀ máa jọ pín ní, àjọ ń pín ní, àjọ ń pín ní. So kí wá la wá ń sọ? So màá máa gba owó yẹn, owó tó ń pín benefit o dẹ̀ ní bá mi pín inú ẹ̀, o dẹ̀ wá ń kọrú nǹkan báyìí sílẹ̀. Dèjì, kí ló gbà ń díẹ̀? Kí ló gbà ń díẹ̀? Ṣùgbọ́n wò ó pé gbogbo nǹkan tó kọ yìí, màá wá fòdì ọwọ́ mi, màá káwọ́ rọ̀, màá máa wò ẹ́ ni forever and ever, kó kàn continue láti máa ba iye àwọn ẹbí ẹ̀ jẹ́. Irọ́ o, ìyẹn ti kọjá, time yẹn ti kọjá. Owing to the defendant's continuous adulterous behavior and relationships in Dublin, Ireland, coupled with the defendant's alcohol and psychotropic sustenance, drug abuse, among other things, the complainant's attempts at working things out between the parties was met with a brick wall. So mo wà nínú ilé pẹ̀lú ẹ̀, mo dẹ̀ ń mu mo ń fa gbogbo nǹkan, mo ń mu oríṣiríṣi, mo ń lọ sí adulterous, mo ń rìn kiri. Níbo làwọn ọmọ wà? Mo ká àwọn ọmọ fún ẹ. Ìwọ tó lè lu kubú nínú ọmọ, ìwọ tó lè wọ pàǹtì fọmọ, o dé school ọmọ rí, o mọ nǹkan tó ń jẹ, o mọ nǹkan tó ń mu, o mọ aṣọ tó ń wọ̀, o mọ anything nípa ọmọ. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi bí pé ṣó lọ mú ọmọ school rí lẹ́ẹ̀kan, àbó tiẹ̀ mú ọmọ lọ school rí once. Tó ní pé èèyàn kan, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé drug addict òun ló máa gbọ́mọ kiri? Lébi tó yẹ pé gbogbo ibi tí mò ń lọ, gbogbo tẹ bá dé Peter McVerry Foundation ní Navan, àwọn náà fún wa nílé, ibẹ̀ ni à ń gbé èmi àtàwọn ọmọ kó tó di pé mo kó wọn wá sí Nàìjíríà. So àwọn yẹn ò dẹ̀ rí sign ní drug addict nínú mi. Mo dẹ̀ ń mu gbogbo addict, mo tún lọ ibi iṣẹ́ náà o. Màá gbọ́ àwọn ọmọ, mo kó àwọn ọmọ dání, màá tún fa gbó yẹn nù, àbí kí ló ní mò ń fa gbogbo àwọn, màá dẹ̀ tún lọ ibi iṣẹ́. Fact, èjì ògúngbè kò yé ẹ mọ́. Nǹkan tó bó ṣe fẹ́ kó rí fún àwọn ẹbí ẹ ló ṣe ń sọ yẹn, bó ṣe máa rí fún wo àtàwọn ẹbí ẹ nìyẹn. Yàtọ̀ sáwọn ọmọ tèmi o, àwọn ẹbí ẹ dẹ̀mdẹ̀m, bó ṣe máa rí fún gbogbo yín nìyẹn. On the first day of March 2020, defendant, without prior knowledge and on consent of the complainant, kidnapped, abducted, and absconded with the complainant's children, and from the complainant's home situated at blah blah blah. Àjọ rent ilé ni, má claim ilé yẹn ní Enfield. Defendant also took along with her the respective international passport and immigration cards of the two children. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ before nǹkan, téèyàn bá fẹ́ travel, ṣé ó máa jẹ iye ni? Kò ní fi passport to travel ni, torí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ ò yé mi, ọ̀rọ̀ òmùgọ̀. The defendant brought the children to Nigeria, where the defendant connived with one ó tún dárúkọ ẹni ẹlẹ́ni síbí, and the wife to the defendant's younger brother. Anyway, okay, ó dárúkọ ọ̀rẹ́ mi àti àbúrò mi to use their respective houses in Lagos and Ogun States to hide the children and prevent the complainant from knowing the whereabouts of the kidnapped children. So that's the first kidnapping, according to you. Àwọn ọmọ tó ń bá mi gbé, àwọn ọmọ tó ń bá mi gbé o mo kọ́kọ́ kidnap wọn initially láti Ireland mo kidnap wọn wá sí in fact the defendant left and abandoned the children in Nigeria and coldly returned to Dublin on the 12th day of March without flinching on the damages to the physical and emotional health of the children, which will be resultant effect of our action. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ gbà mí o. Àwọn ọmọ, mo sọ gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe ní Dublin pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ tó máa gbé wọn sórí ẹsẹ̀, tó máa kó sweet, candy, chocolate, chewing gum, coke, sprite, oríṣiríṣi àwọn own drinks tó máa kó sẹ́rí ẹsẹ̀ báyìí. Kan jókòó sẹ́sẹ̀ ọ̀tún, kan jókòó sẹ́sẹ̀ òsì. A wá gbé laptop síwájú sórí sofa níbi tó máa jókòó sí bí àárọ̀. Wọ́n á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí jẹ chewing gum, jẹ chocolate, jẹ gbájàwó tí a hyper àwọn ọmọ yẹn tó yẹ pé àwọn ọmọ yẹn ti wá di pé wọ́n ti rí bíi pé that is it. Àwọn ọmọ ò ní jẹun all day, wọ́n máa dúró kó dé ni kó wá fáwọn oní chocolate jẹ. Ṣáyé téèyàn máa la ojú ẹ̀ lẹ̀ títà lùbọ́ máa kó sí nìyẹn. Is that the life? Is that a life téèyàn máa la ojú ẹ̀ lẹ̀? So ó ti di dandan kéèyàn tiẹ̀ wo nǹkan tó máa ṣe. Ṣẹ̀dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé tí nǹkan bá ń ṣèyàn èèyàn máa wo pé jẹ́ ń sá síbí, jẹ́ ń try bí, jẹ́ ń wo eléyìí, jẹ́ ń tún wo eléyìí, jẹ́ ń tún wo yẹn, jẹ́ ń tún wo bóyá ó máa ẹ̀ mọ̀. That was the way tí a fi ń wò pé àbí táwọn ọmọ bá dé Nàìjíríà àbí wọ́n á tún ní better life ni àbí wọ́n á tún improve ni. Àdẹ̀jọ jókòó àjọ sọ as husband and wife pé jẹ́ ká káwọn ọmọ lọ sí Nàìjíríà. Ó dẹ̀ sọ ó ní ó dáa, òun agree, ó ní òun náà believe bẹ́ẹ̀ pé good idea ni. So níbo ni kidnap ti wá wá? Nígbà tí àwọn ọmọdé Nàìjíríà ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run èló ni mo ní kí máa yìí fún mi tí mo tiẹ̀ sí ń bá ṣeré pé fún mi ní 750,000 naira ni o. Ẹni tó lóun rán gbogbo ẹbí mi lọ ìlú òyìnbó, òun rán ọmọ mi lọ síbi 750,000 naira. This man was unable to give it back to me. Nígbà tí school fees àwọn ọmọ school ti gbogbo ẹ̀ àṣọ yẹn o, ó wá ní ó dá òun á san school fees mo ní èlò ló fẹ́ san ní gbogbo owó tó tà sílẹ̀ yìí ó ní 750. Mo ní ó dá kó 750 yẹn wá, kó 750 yẹn wá kí n fún ẹ ní access. Meanwhile o ti pe principal school ti pè mí pé o ti ń bá àwọn ọmọ sọ̀rọ̀. Èmi kò dẹ̀ ń tranga pé mo máa prove difficult, ó máa fún mi ní 750 yẹn. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé 750 inú 750 ni mo àti ra tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì àwa mẹ́ta. Inú 750 yẹn láti sùn hotel. Inú 750 yẹn ni school fees, gbogbo owó à ń lọ kákàkiri even láàrin gbàtàdé sẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Inú 750 yẹn náà ni o ní oníṣẹ́ yìí lẹ́ni tíṣẹ́ ń ṣá ìbọn fún yìí. Iṣẹ́ yẹn ń ṣàbọ̀n fún ẹ. You are mentally poor. Poverty of the brain ó wà níbẹ̀. Ó kàn lè ní coins àwọn change táwọn èèyàn kó sí back pocket tí wọ́n fi ń fún àwọn àtọ̀rọ̀ tó ń fún àwọn àtọ̀rọ̀ bára. Òkò dání gbé ayé sórí oní orí òrówó rí. In a calculated move to prevent the complainant from taking the children out of Nigeria and back to either UK or Ireland, the defendant also took the children's international passport and immigration cards with her while returning to Ireland, and the defendant has held on to the said international passport and immigration cards till date. That the defendant, upon her return to Ireland, went to the complainant's house, packed her things out, and moved in straight into one of her adulterous partners. That upon her return to Ireland, the defendant started demanding for ransom. from the complainant as a condition for her releasing the children and their international passport and immigration cards to complainant. I have never one day told you I will release the children to you. I have never ever one day told you that. I have never. Wọ́n lè ojúkorojú ò ṣe gbọmọ lọ́wọ́ wèrè. Oh, kò possible. I've never ever once said màá release àwọn ọmọ fún ẹ. So stop lying. I've never ever said I will release the children to you. So that's a big lie. Big lie. And olóni ẹjọ́ ṣe tí bá téèyàn bá tẹ̀ ìmọ̀ àwọn cheap kiri gan tó máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ blackmailing ni àbí kidnapping ṣé 750 ní ransom ni àbí irú èèyàn wo ni à ń bá dòwò pọ̀ yìí irú èèyàn wo rèé náà what kind of man is this ṣé 750 ní ransom ẹjọ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ẹ bá mi bí o 750,000 naira owó dọ̀tí owó ìranù owó tó ń fi kò lè kó lẹ̀ ọ̀ tó rán gbogbo ayé lọ lóyìnbó nìyẹn. The defendants in connivance with some persons later dumped the two children, who were just 3 years old at the time, at Bells Junior School in Ota, Ogun State. That there is no approved boarding school for children under 7 years old throughout the Federal Republic of Nigeria. However, the defendant and co-conspirators chose to dump the children at the Bell Junior High School at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. That it took months of intense searching, directly and indirectly, through agents before the complainant was able to trace the whereabouts of the children sometime in July 2020. How many months? Sorry, years and months. In fact, and you knew where they were. I have never stopped talking to you. We were still talking. So what are you talking about, Deji Ogungbe? Why are you... Anyway, me tell me a question, why are you doing this? Because you are a psychopath. In July of 2020, in July of 2020, the complainant returned to Nigeria to take children from Ogun State with the assistance of the Nigerian police force. The complainant took the children from where the defendant dumped them for more than 3 months. Upon taking custody of the children, the complainant moved them to Abuja. Ẹjọ́ kí ni túmọ̀ dump àwọn ọmọ wà lọ́dọ̀ àbúrò mi. My blood brother. Ìyàwó ẹ̀ òun ọ̀nà ọmọ méjì. These children had undergone a rapid transformation because wọ́n rí positive peer influence. Wọ́n rí positive peer influence. So these children had undergone a massive transformation within those 3 months. So, why are you using the word dump? Dump. Why are you saying dump? Ṣé àwọn ọmọ ò enjoy? Okay. Ṣé àwọn ọmọ ò jẹun ni? Ṣé wọn wà okay ni? Àbí àwọn ọmọ tó jẹ́ pé they were having the best time of their lives at that period. They matured, a bit. They were at least one gbọ́rọ̀, one jẹun. Wọ́n jẹun. Àwọn ọmọ tó gbé wọn kì í jẹun mọ́. Àwọn ọmọ títí tó máa fi dé láti ibi iṣẹ́ wa kó chewing gum, treat, biscuit fún wọn ni. Tó yẹ pé èmi gan ti wà scared. Wàá jókòó tí ọmọ máa fi 3 hours mu just 2 or 3 spoons of cereal. Àwọn ọmọ yìí ti ń jẹun, wọ́n ti ń improve. Wọ́n ti ń sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n ti ń ṣẹ́mọ̀, wọ́n ti ń interact. They weren't interacting when they were in Ireland. They wọ́n barely kankan sọ̀rọ̀. Àgàgà ọkùnrin yẹn kò ní bá ọmọ kankan ṣeré. Wọ́n máa ṣe oríṣiríṣi ni. So, báwo wá ni ó ṣe wá jẹ́ dump ni word to my use? Dump. How is that a word? lọ́dúnlé àbúrò mi. After the complainant retrieved the children in July 2020 and without paying any money or ransom to the defendant, in August 2020, the complainant got married to a new wife, Mrs. Olabukola Ogungbe, who immediately took over the motherly responsibilities towards the children. Aláfiṣe lọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀. Bóyá wọ́n dẹ̀ ti sọ fún ẹ níbi tí babaláwo bàbá ẹ̀ bóyá ó ti pè ẹ́ jókòó pé wá o ọmọ yìí o tóun bí o tó bá ti bímọ báyìí má jẹ́ káwọn ìyá wọn tọ́ wọn o tó bá fẹ́ pẹ́ láyé àbí tó bá fẹ́ kówó káyé ẹni because mi mọ̀ ó ṣe jẹ́ ẹni tí òbí mọ ló ń tọ́ wọn ó gba àwọn kìnní ọ̀tọ̀ lẹ́ni tọ́ wọn ó tún fẹ́ gba àwọn eléyìí kó tún lọ kó wọn sí ogun yẹn ti bàjẹ́ it don spoil that medicine don spoil that you are using because this has to be it cannot be normal. This has to be something. There has to be an explanation for this. Why must you take children from their mothers and train them with other women? Why? Why is that your style? Why is it your style to just make sure that you destroy the women that have the children with you and then go out somewhere else and train the children with other women? Bukola, ó ti jẹ̀bi eléyìí. Mo dẹ̀ ma and I called when this thing started. Mo pe Bukola, I called her. Mo ní Bukola. Èmi ìgbà tí mo bá Dèjì train àwọn ọmọ àárọ̀ ẹ̀. Mi ò mọ̀ ya wọn rí. Mi mọ̀ ya wọn rí. Irọ́ tó pa fún mi, òun ni mo gbé dání pé obìnrin yẹn ti ṣàgbèrè lọ, ó ti lọ bá àwọn gbogbo taxi driver ìlú òyìnbó ló ń bá sùn, gbogbo àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ òun ló ń bá sùn. Irọ́ yẹn lèmi náà gbé sórí tí mo ní irú obìnrin wo leléyìí. Tí èèyàn bá tiẹ̀ ń báyàn sùn gan, ṣé bí wà tiẹ̀ bójú wẹ̀yìn wà máa wá àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan. Báwo lobìnrin ṣe máa kàn abandon àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀? Àṣé ẹni ẹlẹ́ni, àṣé wọ́n ti fi lẹ́tà burúkú wọ́n ti fi ba nǹkan jẹ́ fún l'Amẹ́ríkà tó jẹ́ pé aré yẹn nìyẹn ń sá kiri. Tó jẹ́ pé aré yẹn ni obìnrin yẹn ń sá kiri tí ò rójútu ara ẹ̀ débi tó máa rójútu ọmọ. Wọ́dẹ̀ wà ń bẹ̀ òun sọ kirikiri pé ìyá wọn ó ṣe òṣì lọ knowing that this woman did no such thing. You knew she was not in position to come and get her children. The first thing tó máa kọ́kọ́ ṣe ni pé a kọ́kọ́ fọ economic kìíní èèyàn náà. Any means of you getting money a kọ́kọ́ bàbẹ̀ jẹ́ náà. A kọ́kọ́ ka ẹ̀sùn síyàn lẹ́sẹ̀ náà. Tí ẹ bá rí lẹ́tà tó fi rán woman yẹn lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn authorities. Tí ẹ bá rí lẹ́tà yìí, ẹ̀rù á bá yín. Kò sí nǹkan tí ò kọ síbẹ̀. Olúwúmà yìí ó ló ń fi pálí ẹ̀gbá àwọn èèyàn wá sí Amẹ́ríkà. Ó ló ń gba 5,000 lọ́wọ́ wọn. Gbogbo lẹ́tà yẹn inú laptop lèmi ti rí. Inú laptop ló store gbogbo lẹ́tà tó fi ń ba ayé àwọn èèyàn jẹ́. Ló ń store ẹ̀ sí. Lẹ́tà tó fi ba ayé ọkọ àbúrò ẹ̀ ní London. Nígbà tí yẹn tó wá sí London tó abandon àbúrò ẹ̀ sí Nàìjíríà. Nígbà tí àbúrò ẹ̀ wá sí London, èmi àti yẹn a lọ sílé ibi tí yẹn ń gbé a lọ jà. Ìyẹn ti fẹ́ lòmíì, a jà, a ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Mo tẹ̀lé lọ, a ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀, a tranga, a ṣe everything. But kí ni mo fẹ́ ṣe? Àdẹ̀bá bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn lé. The next thing a kò gbọ́ pé wọ́n ti ju bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn sí Nàìjíríà ni. Lẹ́tà tó fi send bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn padà, tó fi gbé pé immigration sí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn. Tán fi lọ gbé bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn tán jù sí Nàìjíríà. Lẹ́tà yẹn wà nínú laptop ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Lẹ́tà tó fi bayé first wife ẹ̀ jẹ́ tó lọ kó bá yẹn tó ní ó ń fi pálí ẹ̀kọ́ àwọn èèyàn wá sí Amẹ́ríkà ń gba 5,000 lọ́wọ́ wọn $5,000 tó sọ orúkọ ìyá ẹ̀ orúkọ bàbá ẹ̀ orúkọ ìyáláyà ẹ̀ àbísọ ẹ̀ first immigration husband second immigration husband ibi tán ti máa rí àdírẹ́sì tó ń gbé àdírẹ́sì tó ti gbé rí àdírẹ́sì tó fẹ́ kó lọ tó kọ gbogbo ẹ̀ tó dẹ̀ send ẹ̀ lọ sí àwọn authorities. Wicked soul. Ìyẹn àṣé nǹkan tẹ́ni ẹlẹ́ni ń bá kiri nìyẹn. not knowing that this woman was just running for her own head. Me, I was so angry. What kind of woman would just abandon her children like this? I was really angry over the years. The same pattern that he used on that woman, he's using the same pattern on me now too. The same pattern, exactly the same pattern. He will grab the children and then he will cut off the woman's economic power, and then he will now start dealing with her mercilessly. Oh, the man saw, and he's a master planner. I'm a master planner. That's what he told me. When he went and incarcerated, I remember I played one voice note where he was so quiet in the voice note. He was saying, okay, fún sure. While I was even thinking, pé èmi náà ń fúfúra, mo ní bo ni bọ̀bọ́ ìṣàpamọ́ sí, bo ló ṣàpamọ́ sí, kí ni next. At that point, ó ti ń bá headmistress sọ̀rọ̀, ó ti mọ ibi táwọn ọmọ wà, ó ti mọ nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe. Immediately tó ká àwọn ọmọ báyìí, ó wá kọ lẹ́tà, ó ní ṣé ó rántí ijọ́ tó ń pè tẹ́nu ẹ̀ ń dún tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ fla 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 fla. Mo kàn ń pretend fún ẹni, mo ń wò ẹni. I was watching you. I knew what I was doing. That's why I was talking so calmly, because I'm a master planner. That's what he said to me. He said I'd already had everything planned out. I didn't want to upset you so that none of my plans would be upset. And I planned it and I executed it and I did it and I did everything. And he went and arrested my younger brother, incarcerated him and his wife, just because they helped you to take care of your children. You took the children away from them. Is that not enough? He now wrote a letter further threatening the whole family that if he should hear me, because at that period I went to mediation. I thought mediation, let's mediate so that I can be talking to these children. He said, if I hear me before they write mediation, I will come and arrest you. I will publish the letter he wrote to my younger brother. I will publish it. As if you don't even know us. Kí ló le tó yẹn? Okay, let's go on. Number 33. Okay. Anyway, Bukola, I called her. I forgot to mention that. I called Bukola. I said, Bukola, it's a different thing if you don't know me. You know me very, very well. You know the history of these children. Your sister is their godmother. You know I have not abandoned these children. There's nothing tí ó ṣẹ̀yìn gbogbo yín. Èmi ò bá ẹ du ọkọ. I don't care about you and this man's marriage. Go ahead. I marry each other. Feel free. I have nothing against you. And in fairness, God sees my heart. I had nothing against her. It's her choice. If she can cope, let her continue. The only thing I was telling her, I kept on telling her, Buki, give me my children. Buki, give me my children. Give me my children. I kept on telling her. Bukola bang bang mommy. She refused. The next thing, Bukola blocked me. Fla 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 fla. Do you know what Buki now went and did? They now told the children that their mother is dead. Then Buki now told them, Buki, you now told my children that you were the one that gave birth to them, that you gave birth to them in the hospital. The children said to me, they said when she told them that she's their mother, they now asked her, what about our mom, our real mom, our normal mom, the mommy that we had before? What happened? What happened to our mommy? He now told the children that she stole you from me, that I stole them from her, Bukola. That I told her, Bukola, that I stole them from her, Bukola, and that was the reason why God struck her dead, not me. Imagine telling children like that, that woman stole you from me before. That's why God strike her dead. That's why she's dead. That is what they told these children. That she gave birth to them, and that because I stole them from her. That's why God struck her dead, not me. The children were like, Mommy, are you alive? They said, we are never, they don't want to ever hear mommy, our real mommy. They don't want to hear it in our mouths again. How can you say those things to small children? Kí ló fẹ́ fi wọ́n ṣe, Bukola? Kí ló fẹ́ fa àwọn ọmọ mi ṣe? No single, àwọn ọmọ tí ò, in fact, àwọn ọmọ, ọ̀rọ̀ ṣì ń pọ̀, ọ̀rọ̀ ṣì ń bọ̀, ọ̀rọ̀ ṣì ń bọ̀. Bukola, ọ̀rọ̀ ṣì ń bọ̀. Ìwọ náà, eventually, o máa drag ara ẹ sínú kéèsì yìí dáadáa ni, because wọ́n ti drag ẹ síbẹ̀ sí. You have even been dragged there now, because they have said you were around the day I came to collect the children. Wọ́n ti kọ sínú court papers báyìí sí. So wàá wá sí court, wàá testify irú aṣọ tí mo wọ̀, nǹkan tí mo ṣe, bí ó ṣe jẹ́, wàá wá sí court, because mi mọ nǹkan tó kàn ẹ́ ń bẹ̀. Ṣé lórí pé o fẹ́ ọkọ yìí náà ni gbogbo ẹ̀ irọ́ ṣe pọ̀ tó yìí? Bukola Saliu Ogungbe, Bukola Saliu aya Ogungbe, wife of Ogungbe. Ẹsẹ̀ ìyàwó ò ní mẹ́ni o. Number 34. Before the complainant traveled back to the United Kingdom, after regaining custody of the children, the complainant made sure the children were well settled with the complainant's new wife, who was then taking adequate care of the children and living together with the complainant and the children at, well, within the judicial. Okay, now, wọ́n náà ti fẹnu ara ẹ̀ sọ, o abandon àwọn ọmọ yẹn, o lọ jókòó sí London. You now abandon those children with their mother's enemy and went and sat in London. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi wo àrà tí wọ́n fi àwọn ọmọ ìdá. Please, people, think about this. Somebody took your own children and now took those children to your enemies. Kò yẹ kí àwọn ọmọ ọ̀tá ẹ̀ láyé yìí. You're not supposed to know your enemies, but I know my own enemies. I know them. I know my enemies. Bukola, I'm not, you are not my enemy by virtue of the betrayal. Ló fi jẹ́ enemy mi. By virtue of all the things that you guys were doing. Ló fi jẹ́ enemy mi. Now, this wicked man, this man, this boy called Dejo, a man, you are not even a man. You don't deserve to be called a man. This boy called Dejo Ogungbe, this riffraff called Dejo Ogungbe, wá kó àwọn ọmọ mi, wá lọ kó wọn fáwọn ọ̀tá mi. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi fi ẹ kàn dijú kẹ́ wo mental picture nǹkan tí ojú àwọn ọmọ yẹn ń rí lọ́wọ́ wọn. Àwọn nǹkan tí ojú àwọn ọmọ ìrí ẹnu wọn ò lè sọ tán. Every day they will remember one thing and say it. Every single day they will remember something. Every day they will remember something. My son said to me one day, said, Mommy, when you didn't see us and you didn't know, you couldn't come to get us, were you just sitting down and thinking about us and feeling very sad? I said, my dear, how did you know? Every single day of my life, when I didn't see you, when I wasn't with you, I was thinking how my heart was so sore. The next thing she said, me too. Every day I will sit down and I will be thinking, is my mom looking at me from heaven? Is she in heaven? Is she gonna come and tell her angels to save me from this house? A boy of 6 was saying that. He used to say, I hope my mommy is looking from heaven. They thought I was dead because they told them that my enemy is dead. How wicked can you be, Bukola? Kí ló fẹ́ gbà ń díẹ̀? Kí ló fẹ́ fi wọ́n ṣe? Kí ló fẹ́ fi wọ́n ṣe, Bukola? Kí ló fẹ́ fi àwọn ọmọ mi ṣe? Ṣé bó bí àwọn tiẹ̀ ò dẹ̀ lọ solve problem àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú gbogbo problems tó wà lọ solve problems wọn yẹn gan tó ẹ kó dání ná. Ó tó ẹ kó dání. Àbí? Lọ solve problem wisdom àti dami. Lọ solve problems ara wọn tó pọ̀ gidi. Àbí ká tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ ń pa àwọn yẹn náà ni, Bukola? Àbí ká tún máa ṣí gbogbo yẹn náà síta ni? Àbí ní nǹkan tó mọ bá ṣe ń sáré ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ọmọ yẹn kiri, tá a ṣe ń sáré wọn kiri, ó jókòó kó ronú bó àwọn ọmọ yẹn ṣe máa yàn, bó ọ̀rọ̀ wọn ṣe máa lójútùú ní ọ̀rọ̀ wọn tó ta kókó. Ó ti wò pé ó fẹ́ claim àwọn tèmi, kò jọ́, irọ́ ló pa. Lọ yanjú àwọn tiẹ̀. Tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ẹ lọ ṣe kíní, tó lọ bímọ tiẹ̀ fún Dèjì Ògúngbè, tó bá dẹ̀ rọmọ bí, ẹ lọ ṣe surrogacy tiyín. Àbí bó wá ní? Kí ló fẹ́ fa àwọn ọmọ mi ṣe? Kí ló dé? Kí ló fẹ́ gba àwọn ọmọ mi fún Bukola? Ló fẹ́ fi wọ́n ṣe? Let's go. On the 2nd day of June 2022, at about 3:30, the defendant went to the complainant's home with 3 gunmen, kidnapped the children as they were stepping out of their school bus, which came to drop them at the complainant's residence after school hours. Liar. The defendant and the unknown gunmen, who came in a Toyota Camry green car, had either stalked the school bus or laid ambush close to the complainant's register, struck and took away the children. Immediately they stepped out of the school bus and were about to enter the compound. When the complainant's gate man attempted to resist kidnapping by wrestling the children with the gunmen wounded him and threatened to shoot him to death for daring them. Ṣé gbogbo èèyàn ni ò lọ́pọlọ bíi tiẹ̀ ni, Dèjì Ògúngbè? Ṣé gbogbo èèyàn ni ò ní ọpọlọ ni? Ṣé gbogbo èèyàn ni ò ní ọpọlọ ni? Tó máa gbé gunmen lọ bá àwọn ọmọ. Àbí irọ́ tí ò tẹ̀ make sense wo ló ń pa? Anyway, gbogbo yòókù, let me just read it quickly. I'll just read it. I won't say. The defendant and the gunmen successfully kidnapped the children at gunpoint, forced them into their Toyota Camry car and zoomed off with them from plot blah, 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 to an unknown destination. On the same day, the complainant's wife, Mrs. Olubukola Ogungbe, who also witnesses the kidnapping incident, called the complainant on phone to report the incident to the complainant. Upon being informed of the kidnapping incident, the complainant directed that the matter be reported immediately at the fact that defendant and same was reported to Nigerian Police Force, blah, blah, blah. Upon the above report made by the police immediately rushed to Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport, Abuja, thinking that the defendant could use the airport to fly the children out of Abuja, but the defendant was nowhere to be found around the airport. Since the kidnapping in this incident, the whereabouts of the defendant and the children has remained unknown to the complainant and to the Nigerian Police Force till date. Anyway, now let me come to the gbogbo yòókù yẹn. What I need. The defendant has no legitimate or genuine interest in the children, except for the purpose of using them as a pawn to forcefully extract ransom in the form of money and properties from the complainant, and to receive child benefit claim payments from the social welfare system of Ireland and United Kingdom. Otan, ṣótán lẹ́yìn child benefit tó ń dùn èyí náà. So now these are the counts bí ta ti tọ́rọ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ gan leléyìí o. Ẹ bá mi kọ́kọ́ note o, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹni tí ó ti kọ́kọ́ admit pé we were married, because àwọn lawyer àti àwọn court bọ́n ṣe kò yé mi, ibi tí mo ti need the help gangan leléyìí. So after he had already written this long note talking about the history of the marriage, so to speak, he now went and started talking about kidnapping. How was he allowed to do that? How was he allowed to do that? How? Now, the action of the defendant in storming the complainant's residence with unknown gunmen and forcefully taking the children from the said address to an unknown destination amounts to abduction, kidnapping, contrary to and punishable under section blah 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 blah. It's a penal code. Now, there was no forceful abduction, okay, and there were no gunmen. I continue to repeat that. So you have to prove that to the whole world. The action of the defendant together with unknown gunmen in using force and force of arms to take the children away from storming the complainant's residence at Airport Road constitute criminal intimidation of the complainant's wife and complainant's security gateman, contrary to and punishable under sections 396, 397 of the Penal Code. Well, continuous. Code to buy in law. The action of the defendant in storming the complainant's residence, at Airport Road with unknown gunmen and using force and threat or forceful arms to kidnap, abduct the children amounts to conspiracy to use of criminal force and assault, contrary to punishable under sections blah 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 blah. Gbogbo sections tí ẹ̀ ń kà yìí, àwọn sections tí mo try láti lọ follow àwọn story Evans, the same codes òun lẹ tún lọ quote fún mi lẹ́yìn tẹ́ ti kọ́kọ́ sọ wípé so please I need help, please people, I need help, I need advice please, because kò yé mi. Lẹ́yìn téèyàn ti admit pé we were married tó ti sọ history marriage yẹn in a nutshell, so is it now necessary to quote this kind of laws again láti fi buttress kidnapping yẹn? Is it supposed to be like that under the law? Please, my phone lines are open. Please, my phone lines are open. I need somebody. Bóyá ó dẹ̀ normal kí gbogbo ẹ̀ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Bóyá ó dẹ̀ normal. I don't know if it's normal. Please, let me try and pin my number. Let me get the number. How do I pin it now? Let me pin the number. Oh yeah, let me see. I need to pin that number. I did send out the number anyway. I sent out the number. I sent it earlier on to the page. Mo send this page me, but now I can call it out. The number. One second. The number is +353 896 172 799. It's +353 896 172 799. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ wọ́n fọwọ́ ọlá gbá mi lójú o. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí ìyà jẹ mí gbé. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ o. àbí kí ni kí n ṣe? Please get in touch with me, please. It's +353 896 172 799. I can see it's getting late now. I will continue. I'll come out early tomorrow. I'm sorry. It was a bit late today. Maybe at about 8 p.m. or 7:30 tomorrow, so that I do need this advice. Mo mọ̀ pé àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n máa wà níbì kan tí wọ́n lè assist me. I will go through because mo notice pé tí n bá ń ka àwọn comments yẹn, it distracts me a lot. So I'll go through the comments and I'll respond to people. And I thank you all for coming. God bless, and let's have a good night. Thank you very much. God bless. Ó dàárọ̀.